hotel di mana kontingen Indonesia mengadakan medal parade mereka.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Arif, the SLSG, Honorable IPTF Commissioner, contingent commanders, and the UNTAIS Indonesian contingent commander, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure and a privilege to welcome to this ceremony all the distinguished personalities who are here this afternoon to participate in and to witness the medal parade ceremony of the Indonesia police contingent currently serving as a member of IPTF. The holding of the medal parade has no doubt become an important occasion on the administrative calendar of all UN peacekeeping missions, and the IPTF is no exception. It is a day that members of all contingents serving in the mission eagerly look forward to with great anticipation and keen interest. This is so because it is a day when the UN set aside to acknowledge with gratitude and appreciation the invaluable services that officers from various countries who serve as peacekeepers with the United Nations in fulfillment of one of the major purposes and principles of the world body as set forth in the United Nations Charter, that is, to maintain international peace and security. Our country, Indonesia, has been active member of the United Nations since it became a member of the world body on 28 September 1950, that is some 47 years ago. In keeping with its membership responsibilities and commitment to the UN, Indonesia has unfailingly contributed military troops and civilian police personnel to the peacekeeping effort of the organization wherever and whenever our country has been called upon to do so. The latest references of Indonesia's contribution in this direction can be made to UNMIP. Our present contingent is the second in the series. Even though the contingent is very small in size, its members are scattered all over the mission area, and we are working very hard to the best of our professional capabilities to contribute our quota toward the collective peacemaking effort of the international community to restore a lasting peace to Bosnia and Herzegovina. As the Indonesian commander, I wish to use this occasion to urge and remind members of my contingent to work harder than ever before as we march toward the countdown of the end of our mission on 4th of March 1998. We should all strive to keep the flag of Indonesia flying high. It should be remembered that all act and omission of members of the contingent in the course of their duties will be seen and measured as either a mark of pride and adoration to Indonesia or a stigma to the international reputation of the country. So the need to keep and maintain professional discipline should therefore not be compromised under any circumstances. The presentation of special medal and certificate to serving officers in the mission after a minimum of 6 months service is very symbolic and significant. Essentially, in the case of contingent like ours, which are serving for 1 year, it marked the successful accomplishment of half the period when the great task of monitoring, observing, and inspecting law enforcement activities as a crucial aspect of the peace process in the post-war theater are performed. In my opinion, the award of the Special United Nations medals in the service of peace on such occasions should not be seen as a routine ceremony. It is in this light and spirit that the medal presentation will shortly take place should be seen. Your Excellency, SRSG, Mr. Commissioner, distinguished invited guests, I wish to take this opportunity on my own behalf and on behalf of the entire Indonesian police contingent, my sincerest gratitude and appreciation to all of you for accepting our invitation and finding times off your diversified schedule to attend the ceremony. Your presence at the ceremony has greatly added color and glamour to it. We are most grateful to you all for coming. Thank you.
Well, we have heard the address by the Indonesian contingent commander. And when I called in the contingent commander to seek permission from the IPTF commissioner to begin the medal parade.
Request permission to begin the medal parade.
Please be seated. Captain Dedi Murdiana, Tuzla Station. Captain Mukhlis Mansour, Liliana Station. Captain Andi Rian, EJ, LPD, Sarajevo. Captain Antonios Castellani, Regional, Sarajevo. Captain Yudiawan, LPD, The Boy. Captain Daniel Aditya, LPD, The Boy. And of course, Lieutenant Colonel Husin Asikin, Sarajevo Regional Commander. Thank you very much to SRSD and the IPTF Commissioner for the presentation. To continue this memorable occasion, may I kindly invite the IPTF Commissioner to deliver his address.
Leave me with mixed feelings. It's a good occasion to meet you, to talk to you, to congratulate you with your medals. But it's also a day where the procedure of saying goodbye starts. But this is, of course, what our mission is about. Looking around the room, I am proud to see a very young group of dedicated police officers from Indonesia in a small but very dynamic contingent. As opposed to many other countries, I know that all of you, all members of the Indonesian contingent, have been appointed. And in spite of that, you have contributed so excellently to this mission. You have left behind the security of your job, of your home, of your family, and you have done so well in this mission. And it has not been without risk. In one instant, one of your contingent experienced a very dangerous and unpleasant situation a few months ago in Bielina. This underlines that it is not without risk serving in a peacekeeping operation like ours. Nevertheless, despite your young age and the small size of the Indonesian contingent, I am very impressed of your contribution in each capacity you have served in, as commanding officer, in administration, in training, and as police monitors. You have been, and you will be, to a very great value of this UN IPTF mission. Your contingent has been deployed all over Bosnia-Herzegovina, and I can assure you that such an experience you have gained at such early stage in your career would enrich your experience and would gain your career in the future. You've been very close to the local population, to the citizens of this country, which is now healing from war and hatred. You have been excellent to build relationship with the local police, with the local population. You have gained their confidence, you have given them hope again. And I can only thank you for your outstanding contribution, and I can wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And I have to say a special thank to Colonel Asiki. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your test.
Mr. Commissioner, representative of Indonesian authorities, guests, police officers. To the police officers, congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you very much on behalf of the mission, on behalf of the Secretary General, Mr. Kofi Annan, who are our superior boss of all of us. I must say, the Commissioner said it's with mixed feelings. I believe you probably have mixed feelings yourself also. You have now passed part of your stay here, and it's been a rather pleasant part of it, weather-wise, compared to, although it's not been the one you're used to from your own home country. But as we look outside of the window, I think you all realize that the remaining part will not be that pleasant, and I will not be wrong. I think if some of you are starting to count the days where you can go back to a more sunny climate, then you will experience over the next few weeks and months. And I must say that makes me even more impressed that you have left the country so far away. Such a beautiful country with such a beautiful climate. And you come here to harsh conditions, difficult conditions, and to work for peace. As a young man, and that's some time ago now, I learned about European peacekeeping operations in Africa, in Asia, in the Middle East. And it makes you reflect quite a lot when you see today in the community. And instability, war, and poverty and misery can occur everywhere. And we are grateful to you for your government, for the contribution that you are making. Today is not only the medal parade of your contingent. It is 2 years since the Dayton Agreement was signed. And the police, part of it was given to the United Nations. And I hope that you will see your work in that wider perspective. Of course, it is our job to create a better police, a more modern police, a more fair police, a fairer police which does not discriminate, which does not harass, a police which is at the service of the people and not the instrument of individual politicians and parties. That is the basics of it all. But I think our work goes much beyond that. It is a question of rebuilding a prosperous society. Here in this country, there are intellectual resources. There are people with good education. They are split between various ethnic lines and entity borders or entity lines and cannot get together. So often I hear Serbs, Croats and Bosnians say, if we can just get together and meet and catch up what we've lost over 4 years of war, we would be able to start prosper and use our resources again. And the same goes for the natural resources of this country. If only experts within industry, trade, etc. could cross the lines between various ethnic groups, then we will be able to build prosperity and get rid of misery and poverty that we see around this country much more quickly. And tourists will start coming in, and investors will start coming in. But all this depends on certain basic principles. One is freedom of movement, the other is respect for human rights, and the third is no discrimination. These are fundamental aspects of our common mandate, of your mandate. So your efforts go much beyond the question of monitoring the police. It has to do with rebuilding a prosperous society, to build a democratic Bosnia, which will be included in the family of nations in a different way than it is today, and which will take its rightful place in the global community. That is really what you're doing, and please see your efforts in that wider perspective. Then you will see how important and useful your work here is. Thank you, each and every one of you. And may I add one thing? This is perhaps the most elegant and well-organized medal parade I've seen. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you again.
Thank you, His Excellency. Our ceremony is now concluded. On behalf of the Indonesian Contingent Commander, again I would like to thank the FRSG, the IPTF Commissioner for their participation, and to all distinguished guests, may you continue your good work and may you have continued success till the completion of your mission. With that remark, may I call upon the Indonesian Contingent Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Ashikin Hussein, to seek permission from the IPTF Commissioner to dismiss.
Sumbar, jalan. Hadap kanan, hadap kiri, gerak. Maju, jalan. Berhenti. Gerak. Balik kanan, gerak.
Thank you very much. And we will now adjourn to the restaurant for lunch.
Hi, my guy. Like that. Here you go again. This is your turn now. Yeah.
Nothing to do here in the army. So just yes.
You've got a very elaborate